Hi, and welcome to Master Excel for Finance and FP&A in 30 days. This is day number 2. Today, we're going to be covering how to do one graph that is called Waterfall Chart. Now, this is a powerful chart that is a visual representations that show how much values increase or decrease over time between different categories. It looks like this. Now, I'll be showing you exactly how to do it in a very easy way, and you will get this file in the description below. You will have a small homework for tomorrow, which is to create this waterfall chart. But don't worry, I will also give you the solution. Now, before we start, I just quickly want to tell you a very brief story about this chart for me. It's one of the charts that it was very important in my early career days. And that is because at first I thought that I was already good in Excel. But then I came into a place in which everyone in the office was really, really good at Excel. Now, they were already working and doing all of these amazing graphs and visualizations, and very quickly. It happened to me that one day I needed to do one of these graphs, and there was this very old-fashioned way to do them that was very complicated. Now at that time, I really didn't understand that very old-fashioned way to do it, and it took me hours and hours to create my first waterfall chart. But now I want you to be able to create this chart in matter of minutes. So similar to the other videos in this course, you're going to be learning how to master Excel for FP&A in under 10 minutes a day. So let's go right in. Now, to create this chart, and we will be starting in the area with the homework. Now, we typically will be having different things in here. Now, for here, we will have category, type 2, and amount. In order to create this chart, what we would need at first would be the types of these accounts. Now, we have all of these types. So in order to put them very quickly in their way, we would be copy pasting from here to another part of the tab. So let's say I grab this, Control C to copy, and then Control Alt B to do paste special, and another B for values. And there, I'm just copy pasting the same data. Then I will do remove duplicates, which I can do by Alt A M, and then I'm removing duplicates with OK. So I just did tab twice and then OK. And I remove all the duplicates. Now we do not need type. We start from starting balance and then all the way to taxes. Now I can copy this until the same spot that I had it in the other tab. So like this. And again, Control Alt B, values. But then I will do Alt twice. So one twice. And then the arrow to the right to do transpose. And I didn't do it right. So again, Alt twice, transpose, and then space so that it ticks, and then enter. Now this way, I will have transposed my values. I'll show you once again. Perfect. Now we have them like in this way. Now, similar to what you learned on day 1, I just want to copy this format. So I could go to my formats tab that we showed yesterday, or I can do just Alt 1 because I have in my customized ribbon, which again I showed yesterday, and then selecting this. Now we need to have the values for each one of those. And for that, we will do one of my favorite functions in Excel, which is SUMIFS. Now, SUMIFS is basically types like that, and it is summing one range if there's a condition. So right now I want to sum this column, so column D, and then I'm doing F4 to fix the column D, and then I'll do comma, and I want to sum if column B is starting balance. So again, I select column B, F4 to fix it, and then I do comma, and then starting balance. And now I want to fix not the whole cell, but I want to fix just the number, so just the G30. So I did F4 twice. And then I close my bracket. This way, I'll have the value of starting balance. Now I can go here. So I just did go up, then right, control right, down, and control shift left in order to copy the formula all the way here. Similarly to what we were doing, now I just want to copy the same format of the numbers. So I did Alt 1, and then I just select this to have exactly the same thing as we had in the one that is already done. Now, I don't need this anymore, so I delete it. And now, the main thing, so creating our waterfall chart. For that, I'll recommend you just to start here, shift control down, and then to the right. And then either you can do with the shortcuts that will be Alt and then N to insert, and you can do already a waterfall chart or see the recommended charts, so R. If you do that, then it will open a new window of the charts. And the third one is the waterfall chart. Now click OK, and as for now, it doesn't look exactly the same as the one that I showed before. What is that? Well, there are a few cosmetic changes. Some of them are the ones that I prefer, and some of them I strongly recommend. Now, I just moved this one all the way to the right so that each balance, basically at this stage, it more or less corresponds to each one of the titles in here. Now, I will say just more or less because we have this Y space in here. And for me, I like to remove normally that area. So I just click on it and then do delete to delete it. I also don't like the bright lines, so I click on them and again delete. And in my case, I don't really like the increase, decrease, and total. So I'll do this. Now the title, I'll always recommend you to have a title, but it really depends on the context of what you're doing the chart. So for now, we are just doing waterfall chart, subscribe to the channel. And yes, this is your reminder to subscribe to the channel for more of these videos and tutorials. Now, I'll do select and then bold. And to do it quickly, to make it black instead of gray, I'll do Alt HFC for font color and either A for automatic or just enter. And I made it black now. Now, if you're following along, you might see that the color on this is different from yours to mine. Why is that? Well, I have already done it in here because I did the done, but basically you can go to the area in here at the top and then change the in here in page layout the colors. So if you will go to page layout and then colors and then customize colors, I already did it, but I basically want you to know that you can change the color of the go up or go down of a waterfall chart in here very quickly. So it's the accent 1 and accent 2. Let's say that we would want to make this blue and then this pink. So move it like that and then save. And now this will change to those colors. Now, as I was mentioning, in here it already is, and then in ours it's a bit different. So I'll just do Control Z for it not to change, and the notebook that you will receive from me, so the workbook, it will be already with that enabled. But again, you can change it in there. Now, another thing that you might be wanting to do is selecting the graph, and then you can do format of the chart design, and then you can add a bunch of elements in here. Now, for me, it really is as how I like it already. I just need to go right click, format chart area, and I don't want it fill and I don't want border. But again, those ones are more personal preferences that you can change. Similarly, if you select, let's say, these ones and then you want it to bold, then you just click and then Control B for bold. And same thing, you can press this or Alt H FC for make it black. Now, are you still here with me? If not, pause the video and repeat it until you have something that looks like this. Now, let's continue and do the final touch. So in the one that it's already done, you will see that I have a few more elements. I have the delta in here, and I have the total in here. So for the total, I'll just copy in here, but basically, well, let's do it together. I can just write total there. I can do Alt 1 to copy the format, and then now the format that, and then I'll just sum basically everything there. And I'm copying the total as well. Now, it doesn't appear already in my graph, but basically I can go and click the graph and then drag this to the right, and then the total will be there. Now, it looks good, but why the total is not a total? Well, it's because we haven't set it as a total. So what you need to do is, again, click on it, on the color, double click on the color, and then you will set it as a total. So if it doesn't appear, then you go to the series option and here to set as total. When you do that, then it will already appear as a total. And now, cosmetically, I just like it to change the color. So I click on it on this particular part, and then I'll do solid fill and gray. By the way, you can also do that with any of these other ones. So let's imagine that if revenue is something very important for you, that you want it in a different color, then you can double click on it, and then same thing in here, solid fill, and then make it orange, let's say. Everything else will say if it goes up green, and if it goes down red, but this one will be different. Now I'll do Control Z for now. Now I have one more item in here in mine that is done, and it's this one. And I also have one more element, which is hidden in here. But for this, it's basically your homework. So try before watching the video of tomorrow, try to make this arrow happen, this total happening here, the 143, which is the delta, and also come up with a way to also integrate this type 2. So basically, the type of revenue, that is, we have all of these are revenue, but some of them are main revenue, product, other revenue. So how will you display it in this graph? See you tomorrow, and please subscribe to the channel for more content and tutorials. Remember, this is day 2 of 30 days to master Excel for finance and FP&A. Thanks for watching.